Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley. Welcome. And today I have a very exciting video for y'all. I'm gonna be sharing with y'all my workout split. Oh my gosh, this has been so requested for so long. Like, the spam knows. The spam knows. The spam knows. Like, I had been putting this off for too long because I wanted to wait till I was consistent with my split and I knew that I was seeing progress before I shared it with y'all, because I didn't want to put y'all on game and the stuff that I was doing didn't even work. I work out 5 times a week, so 4 of those days are dedicated to lifting and cardio, and then the last day, which is Friday of my workout split, I dedicate to yoga. So I go to a yoga class every Friday and it feels so good. Like, at first when I was getting into yoga, it was a lot because I wasn't really stretching that much, so I was really feeling that stretch and that pain a little bit, but the more I started going, it kind of, you know, it's easing it down a little bit. So I think stretching is very important, especially if you're lifting. If you really want to see progress, make sure you're stretching, because that will make a huge difference. So yeah, today we're just going to be talking about the lifting portion of my split, and I made sure that I added the sets, reps of everything that I do, and I'm also talking through the form just to make sure that y'all can get a gauge of like how to do the exercise right. Quick disclaimer before we get into the video: what works for me may not work for you. Everybody has different genetics, medical conditions, body types, eats differently, all of that. So make sure that you keep that in mind. This is all kind of just about sharing what works for me and seeing if you want to put that to use and try it and maybe it works for you. You know, it's all about testing the waters when it comes to exercising and seeing what you like and you enjoy, because you really want to make sure that when you're exercising, you actually like what you're doing. That makes exercising way more fun. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the split. Kicking off the split, on Mondays I do hamstrings and glutes. I always start my leg days with a quick Stairmaster warm-up for 5 minutes on level 8, and then we're gonna jump right into deficit RDLs. They are literally my favorite thing to do on leg days, but it is very hard to perfect the form, so I'm gonna kind of explain how I like to think of it and what really helps me personally. When I go down, I try to pretend that I'm lightly tapping a wall behind me with my glutes. Once you start feeling it in your hamstrings, that's when you want to come right back up. You don't want to keep going once you feel it in your hamstrings, because then you could kind of overextend and cause some damage to your muscles. And then you want to keep your chin down, keep your chest up, and also keep your shoulders back. You don't want to look up because that can strain your neck or your back. And then here's me adding more, because it was way too light this time. So shout out progressive overload. That's how I'm able to add more weight, because I start off at 6 reps, and then once I get to 8 reps with that weight, that's when I start adding more. We're gonna move into hamstring focused leg press. So when it comes to hamstring focused, you want to make sure that your feet are high and about, I would say, shoulder width apart, and make sure that you do not all the way extend your knees, because that will cause injury. So please don't do that. Then I do hyperextensions 3x10. These feel really weird doing them, but they're great for your hamstrings. And the key to making sure that these work is that your hips are over that pad, so that way you're making sure that you get the full movement. And I'm holding a 35-pound plate here, but you don't have to use weight. It's totally up to you, but I just use it to challenge myself. Then we have reverse lunges, 3x8 each leg. I like to deficit these as well, because I feel like I feel it more and it's more challenging. So I put like a little platform underneath the Smith machine, and then I just reverse lunge off of that. Thank you so much for calling. the hamstring day. Of course, we're gonna end it off with some hamstring curls, 3x8. And I'm not gonna lie, these were kicking my butt this day. And after every lift for cardio, I just do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes on level 8. On Tuesdays, we have back and biceps. So for warm-up, I just do dead hangs, and I do 2 of these. I kind of just hold it as long as I possibly can, and then I jump right into my banded warm-up. Underhand barbell rows. So with these, you really just want to make sure that you're squeezing your back every time you're bringing that bar up. And you can actually do this on a regular platform, but my gym has this machine, so I prefer it instead. Next, we have lat pull downs for 4x8. The key is making sure that you're in control of the bar and not just letting it bounce back up, so that way you're really getting the full effect of the exercise. Then we have bicep curls. I personally don't like to use dumbbells because I feel like my form isn't as good when I use dumbbells, so I like to use like these little mini barbells, I guess you can call them. Then we jump into seated rows, and I do a neutral grip for these. With face pulls, really just making sure that I'm squeezing my back. Wednesdays are for quads and glutes, so I still do my same leg day warm-up, my 5 minutes on the Stairmaster, level 8, and then we're gonna go right into heel elevated front squats. I really don't think these get enough praise for quads because these are great for quad growth. So I would really highly recommend these, especially elevating the heel. Next, we have quad focus leg press. So for quad focus, you want to keep your legs lower on the platform, and then make sure, same thing, they are shoulder width apart. And majority of my quad day is volume focus, so higher weights and lower reps, just to make sure that I'm progressing. Next, we have step ups. So the key to making sure you see progress with these is by keeping the tension in your glutes and in your quads. So you want to make sure that every time you're going down, you're not spending too much time down, you're not putting too much pressure on that leg, and you're coming right back up. Superset. So I do 20 walking lunges, I do 10 down and then 10 back, and then once I get back I go straight into 8 squats holding the same med ball, and oh my gosh, it burns so bad, y'all, so bad. Y'all will see. lastly, I have quad extensions. So for these, I do 3 sets of as many reps as possible. And then after every set, I decrease by 10 pounds. Lastly, Thursday is my push day. So this is where I focus on shoulders and triceps mainly. And I do the same warm-up as my pull day, the dead hangs followed by the banded warm-up. Then we have dumbbell press. I actually don't do a lot of chest workouts on my push days. I mainly try to focus on shoulders and triceps based off of my goals, but obviously that can alter based off of what your goals are. Next, we have military press. The key to making sure that you're getting the gains out of these is by keeping those elbows as forward as possible. Obviously, the more you do the form, the more better you're gonna get at it. So it just really takes time, but this is a great shoulder exercise. Then we have dumbbell lateral raises. Same thing, form matters. So make sure you're not rushing to add weights because this is very hard to progress at. So just make sure that you get the form down first. Then we have tricep pull downs. I do these 4x8 and then I superset it with tricep extensions. You can actually use the same attachment, but me personally, I like to switch it out and use like a bar attachment. Lastly, for push day, we have cable delt face pulls. So the difference between these and regular face pulls is with delt face pulls, you're gonna pull the attachment more towards your forehead and above your head, so that way you're really working those delts. That's gonna be it for my workout routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm bringing more gym content to my channel because it's truly something that I enjoy and I really just love sharing that with you guys. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.